Wait up, I gotta get the light. Whoa, what the hell's wrong with this chat? Wait up. We ain't on the mood right now. Bro. Bro. Where is this? There it is. Okay. Alright. What is up, guys? Wrestling Premiere is here. So, I've been... Wait up. This chat doesn't look good. It's so bad. I need to fix it. Wait up. Just wait up. There it is. There it is, finally. So, before I greet you guys, obviously... I've been working on a video for a while. I've been working on this long-ass video, and I didn't finish it. You know, we're still working on it, and I made the mistake of taking too much time on it. So I have to make some other videos, and that's why I upload that collection video. You know, we added all of them up into one video. Yeah, we're here. 2 a.m. stream. Yeah. Yo, gang, what's good? What up, Jumpman? What up, It Factor? What up, Sterling Robertson? What up, Eric? You're the man, Wrestling Premiere. What up, Lab? A video and a live. You working? That video is not, like, I didn't do, like, it's not something. It's a re-upload. It's a collection of all the stuff I did in the past. So I wouldn't really consider a video. I just wanted to upload because the YouTube algorithm really does punish you. And I'm been working on this long-ass video. So I had to upload something. I thought about it a couple of days ago. Talking to a goat at 2 a.m., that's life. Bro, I ain't no goat, trust me. Bro, finally come to a live. Yep. Hey, we do every once in a while, right? Yo, what up? What up, Wayne? What up, Danny? Shout out to you guys. You guys coming in at 2 a.m. to talk. We got a lot to talk about, you know. There's actual stuff that's going on in the wrestling world, so that's nice. Freaking Draymond Green beat up freaking Yusuf Nurkic. A lot of stuff been going down recently. Yeah. Almost at 100K, my guy. Hey, we're getting there. Takes time. You know what I mean? Like I was saying, you know, I wanted to stream. I haven't streamed in a while, you know. I always want to stream when I have something to talk about. Because if I don't, there's no point in me streaming. Plus, you got to focus on the videos. So it's better to focus on the videos than stream, right? You know? We're gonna watch some stuff, hop on Twitter. You know how it is, right? Draymond Green, the next Ron Artest. At least he won a ring. You watched NXT last night? I watched the Deadline show. I saw what I saw what was going on. Wait up, I gotta see the upload. Like I said, it's not... I just don't want anyone to think this is some new video. This is a collection video. It's a re-upload. Do not think it's a new video, please. Like I was saying, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, NXT. Now NXT's been doing good recently. Freaking CM Punk's popping up everywhere. It might show up on the stream right now. Who knows? Shout out to CM Punk. Draymond better off in UFC at this point. He should just go. You know what I mean? Been here since 2020, bro. Never ever stopped watching your channel. W, bro. Thank you. It's kind of hard to maintain consistency, but you gotta do it, you know. But thank you. Leftovers is still food, hey. I just compiled it. I'm gonna have to re-upload some other videos that got deleted a couple of years ago. Eventually we'll do it, but recently I've been working on a couple of videos. The long video is not The long video is not the December upload. I'm gonna say it right now. The long video is not the December upload that I always do. It's let me think. It's on its own. This long video, you guys are kind of familiar with it. It's Evolution Part 2, right? I want to get that done this month, but it's not the long video. The long video, we're working on. It's another video. But next one, expect SVR06. I actually wrote it down and played it today. I played a lot today recently. Season mode, exhibition. We even had to play some random ass buried alive match and stuff like that. We're working, you know. Content's coming. We've been doing stuff. Kudos to Punk wearing the Bret Hart hoodie. Yeah, that was nice, bro. That was a W. You know what I mean? So, I'm gonna do more stuff. We got a lot of videos in mind. I'm gonna tell you right now. We got Edge and Undertaker's feud, but it's mostly about Edge. November 2007, August 2008. Miz and Morrison. Bobby Roode's TNA World Championship reign. We got a lot, bro. We got a lot of content on here. I'm ready to upload all of that. I'm ready to edit all of that. We're prepared. It's just stuff takes time. Simple as that. Punk behind the blinds right now. Bro, he's gonna make me he's gonna make me wear a shirt if he comes over. He's gonna be like, "Oh, you have my shirt?" Plus, is this a face for real? I've never seen before. Nah, it's not, bro. It's not. I actually showed my face many times. I have this. Let me show you guys. Ironic CM Punk video, by the way. Wait up, where is this? But like, I just didn't want to go without an upload. It irritates me. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It really does irritate me when I don't upload because it's annoying. Now I haven't watched this video since then, but this is horrible, bro. This is horrible. Wait up. Let me show you guys. This is, oh my god, bro. I don't know why I'm showing you guys this, but we gotta do what we gotta do. W Edge Undertaker feud has, in my opinion, most underrated match ever. Hell in a Cell. Yeah. We're gonna do that one. It's just, what's it called? Where is this? Okay. You know what I mean? Where is this? I'm trying to get this set up because I haven't logged into Streamlabs in a while. You know, the thing you use to stream. I haven't logged into in a while, so I'm trying to set it up. Okay, bro. Now we're doing the most. Okay. So this was the video. I just want to show you guys. This was the video. This thing's horrible, bro. This is ass, bro. Look at the negative charisma on this guy, bro. Look at him. Bro, this is horrible. Yeah, I kind of regret. I don't regret it, but I hate it. So, I just wanted to upload. I wanted to show my face, whatever, right? You know, we don't want to hype it up. Because for the future, I'm eventually going to show my face and stuff like that. But that was bad. This was during Corona. I didn't have a haircut, by the way. I'm wearing a hat for that reason. And the stats, you know, 56 overall over here, unfortunately. Now we're 82 overall, but back then, nah, this was bad. He's so skinny there. This is so bad, bro. Oh my god. You look like Drake when he was on Degrassi. Nah, this was horrible. I'm gonna take this off. Wait up. Can't be showing some stuff. Alright, I'm gonna hop on Twitter and do some stuff. How you guys been? That video's hilarious. Bruh, I'm gonna tell you why I did that. One of the reasons was to show clips on the channel because, you know, WWE is very tight with the copyright. They still are, but they're not as tight at the moment. Keyword at the moment as they were previously. Like back then, you upload 1 second, boom. You know what I mean? Well, that's what it is. You look at Drake when he was on Degrassi. That's random. Liv should win the Rumble. I don't know if she will. You know, I'll be honest, I don't know. You look like a New York Uber driver. Bro, you're still on this. You're still on this, bro. New York Uber driver. Tomorrow's Dynamite. I haven't watched freaking Raw, SmackDown, and Dynamite in a long ass time. I'm gonna say it right now. I watched the CM Punk return on TikTok. You know, like someone was live streaming it. We watched it there. But stuff's been going down. Royal Rumble's coming up. Nah, things are hyped. Seth Rollins, CM Punk, freaking Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, stuff's happening. Nah, don't take it off throwback. Trust me, it's not that I'm cringing. I just don't want to watch something of mine right now. You know what I mean? I want to watch something else. Now Liv isn't at that level yet. She's good, but they haven't booked her. Sorry. They haven't booked her on the level of a WrestleMania match with Rhea, simply a cut below. I know. I think it's going to take time for her to actually get there. You know, stuff's been going down. We'll see. But me personally, who would I have win the Royal Rumble? Like, if I had to say, I'm not even sure myself. Like, to be honest with you, I'm not really sure. Like, I haven't been focused much on the product, so I haven't been thinking about who's winning the Rumble. Becky Lynch, maybe. Freaking, I don't know. Maybe they'll freaking Sasha Banks, Bayley. We'll see. Royal Rumble win would literally put her on that level. Yeah, but who knows, bro? You know, like, they tried pushing her once, and it didn't work out because they didn't put in the effort. You know what I mean? Okay, let's do something. So there's a lot of stuff been going on Twitter right now, so we could check it out. Dumb stuff, dramatic stuff, goofy stuff. Wait up. You guys have anything to talk about? Like, if you guys have anything to talk about, we could talk. I'm trying to get this chat on the monitor. Let me try to get it. Oh, yeah. It's like this. Oh, here it is. Okay. Boom. WW. Video on Punk's second run. This run? Nah. Not yet. We can't be doing this stuff. What do you think they're going to do with the briefcase? Damian Priest in a tough situation, to be honest. Like, when you think about it, this guy, what is he going to do? Like, there's a lot of stuff going down. How is they going to have him win the briefcase? It just sounds so strange, right? I think he's going to lose it. Maybe. Like, that's tough, but probably. Maybe he actually does lose it, which is sad because I remember people are like, hey, he's going to win the title. Well, a lot's changed since July, bro. Like, right now, they have freaking... Everyone's back. A lot of people have momentum. It's tough. You know? Why did CM Punk lose at Hell in a Cell 2009? Dress code, bro. The thing with WWE backstage is you kind of have to know how to navigate like a politician. And what happened was, if the story's true, which it probably was, they told me you need to have a dress code. He's like, why doesn't John Cena have a dress code? And then when they heard John Cena, they're like, oh, this guy thinks he's on the level of John Cena. And then he lost the title, and he didn't become a jobber, but he wasn't doing much afterwards. A star they've actually built up is Bayley in Damage Control. She's who should win it. Yeah, maybe it is Bayley. We'll see. Cena and Batista both won Rumbles after coming back despite not needing it. Yeah, of course, bro. That's facts. Like, what's it called? Batista. The Batista one's strange. Like, when I think about the Batista one, it's like, what the hell? Just think about it. This guy randomly comes back and a week later wins the Rumble. And it showed how out of touch they were at the time. And to do it. Like, bro, it's 2014. 2014. Batista's good and all. I love Batista. I do think they shouldn't have booed him like that. It was messed up. But it shouldn't have won it. It's just at that time, the fans were pissed off at everyone, bro. Like, back then, those fans, the ones you see on the internet, they're the ones that were in the crowd. Nowadays, if Batista were to win the Royal Rumble, I don't think anyone would have a problem in the crowd. You know? Should have put Dominic in Priest's situation. Maybe. Another wasted briefcase, damn. They should hide the what's it called? The briefcase for like 2 years. But Money in the Bank's a big pay-per-view, so that's the problem. Like, if they had the briefcase for 2 years, just wait it out. maybe stuff will be good. But no, it's a whole entire pay-per-view nowadays, so a lot of people struggle. Freaking Austin Theory last year. This guy didn't even cash in on the world champion. He cashed in on freaking Seth Rollins with the U.S. title. It's 1 a.m. while you streaming. I just wanted to talk to you guys. You know, the reason why I didn't upload, actually. I've been busy. What's it called? Honestly, I wish Theory was a face and a singles wrestler. Maybe eventually. We'll see. Y'all want to see the same 4 people in title matches constantly? Shake my head. Raw after Mania, Punk, LA Knight, Cody Rhodes are going to be champs. We'll see, bro. We'll see. If Batista didn't get booed, Bryan wouldn't have main evented WrestleMania, probably. I don't think he would have, bro. It's just WWE back then. I don't know why. They know exactly what people want. They don't want to do it. And Daniel Bryan wasn't like some freaking rating slump guy. He actually drew them ratings at the time. Not amazing ratings or anything like that, but he wasn't ruining stuff, you know what I mean? So it's like, why didn't you do that? Let me read the chat. Gunther should win the Royal Rumble, to be honest. I thought that too, but a lot's changed. The thing is, bro, WWE has a lot of people at this moment. You know, a lot of people are being booked strong. Stuff's happening, but hey, it's going to be unpredictable. Maybe CM Punk wins the men's one. Maybe Becky Lynch wins the women's one. Maybe Bayley does. I don't know, bro. We'll see. It's good that it's unpredictable, you know? Like, there was some years you knew freaking Roman Reigns. Well, actually, Roman Reigns won it once. Like, let's be honest. But, like, some other years, it was very predictable. Flawless. Yo, big fan of your work. Thank you, bro. Shout out to you. Flawless. What's up, brother? Love the videos. Just watch your review on SmackDown vs. Raw 2004 for PS2 because I ordered an early Christmas present via eBay. PlayStation 2, baby. W, mans. That's nice, bro. I'm going to do SVR 06. It's most likely the next video. I'm pretty sure it's the next video because I got to a point where it's like, hey, you will finish this. Video on Seth's run. I don't know, bro. Those are bonus videos. I'm going to start adding clips to them and make them a bit longer. So we'll see. I want to do this if Roman Reigns turned face video and talk about what he could do and stuff like that. But I had to think about it logically and make a good video out of it before actually doing it. Right now, WWE's Master Star of our facts, bro. Playing Here Comes the Pain right now. Classics. Nice, nice, nice. When are you going to debut on NXT? When Max Caster does. That's when. They were cross-promoting Guardians of the Galaxy, booking Batista. That way made sense financially. That did. But the fans at the time, bro, Daniel Bryan. If it was another year, maybe. That year, though, they weren't going to allow that to happen, bro. And the funny part about that was Batista left. They're like, oh, we don't know if you're going to do as well with the movie. Turns out it's a freaking Marvel movie in the 10s. A Marvel movie in the mid-10s was bound to be good, bro. Like, Marvel back then had everyone in a chokehold. I'm going to say it right now. Marvel, 2012 to 2020, 21, everyone. Peak 2018, stuff was wild, bro, back then. Bro, why is this monitor dark? Nah. Blue Tista should have fought Brock. Yeah, bro. It's just they overcomplicated things, you know what I mean? Like, things are always better simple. With WWE, things are always better simple. Let me get this right. Bruh. What if matches? Maybe. I might do another one. We'll see. A video on Finland's WWE run? Yeah. I was writing it down last year. Well, not last year, in February. I was writing it down, I remember, but what's it called? I just stopped it. I wrote that down and Shelton Benjamin's Gold Standard storyline. I wrote a bit of them down. I didn't complete them, obviously, because if I did, they would have already been on that channel. It's crazy you're going to have CM Punk drop the title in 2009 because he did not know the rules. Bro, WWE's hard, bro. It's politics. It's always tough to be there, bro. There's a reason only the best remain after all these years. I know I'm yapping, freaking talking nonsense. I'm trying to fix this. Yeah, there's the brightness. Good. W's. Roman should hold the title another few years, to be honest. Hell no, bro. They should just let it go. The reason why, not just for the storyline itself, but for Roman himself. He's got to move beyond, I'm the tribal chief. He's got to lose some of that confidence, maybe even turn face. Like, bro, I think a face Roman Reigns will work this time around because he has an aura about him. Back then, the thing with Roman Reigns is 2015 he was green and stuff, and the fans did not care for him. Some fans obviously did, you know, but even though he got better, they still hated him. Like, a lot of people at the time actually had a personal grudge with Roman Reigns himself, which is crazy, bro. They actually hated a human because he's getting pushed in wrestling. Maybe you should do Adam Cole final heel run in NXT. That should be the Undisputed Era video, bro. That would be tough. I'm kind of scared of that video because I know it's going to be super long, but it's going to be rewarding probably. Hot take, the WWE games should be console exclusive again. Yeah, right. Bro, you think they're going to waste more money on different consoles and stuff? Yeah, right. Hell no. I want that, though. You know? Like, bro, imagine a WWE game on freaking Xbox, PS5, stuff like that. It'd be good, but they'll never do that. That stuff's back in the 2000s, you know? Let's hop on Twitter. Twitter's your favorite website, and it's mine as well. Okay, here we go. All right, we already started with this freaking Draymond Green. What the hell are you doing, bro? This guy just freaking Yusuf Nurkic just come to freaking Phoenix and stuff, and bro, slapping him like this. He sold it like The Rock in 2002, though. That's tough. Luka and LeBron. Bro, Luka's always scoring. You guys know that's business. RP Scott Hall, Armando Estrada. Draymond Green taking him out. Oh, my God. Look at this, bro. JBL had the best clothesline from hell. It was goated. Sells for the men's breakout. Nah, I don't even understand that. You guys forgot about R-Truth. Of course they did. I feel like Priest is cashing. Wait, let me pause this. I feel like Priest is cashing in at WrestleMania. He's walking out with some gold. If he cashes in successfully, if it's successfully, it's the World Championship. It's just so hard to do it at this point, bro. Like, freaking, not John Cena. CM Punk came in and hopped in, and he ruined everything technically, right? Alright, bro, we've been at this for a while. Let's at least agree that Liv has the tools to be a main eventer. She's going to be a main eventer eventually. I'm pretty certain of that, you know? I really want Drew to beat Seth. They gave him the freaking January 1st episode, so I don't think so. I feel like Randy went to SmackDown because Rhea needs to look strong on Raw. People would have been praying for him to RKO her. Randy believes in equal rights and equal fights. Man, fuck that, bro. Should have dropped her with a freaking RKO and went and did the pose. You think Randy Orton cares? Hi, you know the YouTube channel Wrestling Gifts? The content you both create is similar, so I'm curious if you know him, bro. Of course. Why wouldn't I? And in 2009, the feud between Punk and Jeff was awesome. It was, definitely. Everybody, yeah. See, they had a great segment. Punk's back. Bro, it's CM Punk. See, bro, I've heard a lot from him the last 2 weeks. You couldn't pay me to walk up these stairs. I'm walking, I'm about to trip for sure. For sure, I'm a trip over here, I'm telling you. According to sources, CM Punk is backstage at tonight's NXT. He's been hanging out throughout the day and has also been giving talent feedback on matches this evening. Yeah, he's about to be at the Performance Center and stuff. Bro, I always see this guy. He's paid for freaking Instagram. You can't tell me. Unfortunately, United's out. This looks like a February feud, to be honest. Like, it could be post-WrestleMania, but I feel like Punk's going to go through him, which is sad. You know, I kind of feel for Drew McIntyre. He's in a tough situation. But I think, what's it called? He's going to do the job for Punk.
I don't care about your story. I sure as hell don't care about Cody's story.
He only cares about his.
Finishing.
W. Wrestlers that never turn heel video idea, of course. I got the moment wrestlers were ruined. They're slowing themselves out for that Punk boost. Yeah, bro, they're milking it like crazy. Why you bald? Bro, we can't be burying Ricochet every day, bro. Come on. The hell? Kanye. Look at John Cena. MJF. I know this is controversial, but what were your thoughts on Chris Benoit as a wrestler? I think his title match with Kurt Angle at the O3 Rumble should have been rated 5 stars. I'm going to say it right now. Chris Benoit is one of the most respected wrestlers. This is the crazy part. He was actually the first toy I ever bought as a kid. The first toy I ever bought as a kid was Chris Benoit. I remember it distinctively. I had a Chris Benoit toy, red tights. I think it was a Ruthless Aggression toy. I'm not sure. This was like in 04, 05. I was very young, bro. Some of my earliest memories. Other than that, he was one of the best. I'm gonna say it right now. He was one of the best wrestlers out there, and one of like he knew how to execute a match like almost nobody else. There was Kurt Angle, there's Shawn Michaels, but there was this realism with this guy. He ruined it for himself, obviously, but if that stuff never happened, the tragedy, he would have been, I think, top 10 in ring. He probably still is, but his legacy's ruined. Is Drew a heel? Yeah, he's a heel. Well, I'll be back. Yeah. Alright. Back. So like I was saying, stuff's been going down. Bro, RIP Man United. Yeah, bro. I'm shocked they couldn't even go to Europa, bro. I just don't get how you invest so much in that team and do nothing with it. Would you mind set the round? Bro, hell no, hell no, hell no. Listen, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to be honest right now. CM Punk is Stone Cold, as good as it may be. I don't really want him. Like, I'm not trying to do some hot take or whatever. If it happens, it's going to be good. But we don't really need Stone Cold to come out of retirement, you know? His chapter was closed and his career started in Dallas, I think, and it ended in Dallas. So, I don't think he should come back again, you know? But this match does not belong at Elimination Chamber. I'm going to say it right now. This match is not on Elimination Chamber. It has to be WrestleMania. Drew McIntyre was smart enough from being negative to a positive hero. Yep. Bro, RIP Captain Holt. Kind of shocking, bro. I used to watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine. It was one of the best parts of the show. I used to watch it a long-ass time ago, like in 2016. I used to love that show. Dream is a perfect example of why men don't be posting media. Bro, this guy, when he posted, everyone made fun of his face. Because he hyped it up and he had a freaking weird-ass camera angle. Bro, Iron Claw. Can't wait for it to come out. I'm going to watch it. Star Power, nice. Hummos. Look at this. Bro, I got to say this right now. So I was on Twitter earlier on, right? I'm going hopping, scrolling down, and I found this post. Let me read this out to you. Booker T's talking about CM Punk. He's like, CM Punk was running around and mingling. I ran into CM Punk in catering, was sitting there talking to Jeremy Borash. I kind of forget Jeremy Borash is in WWE. It's kind of strange to me, but he's there. I walked up to CM Punk and said, CM Punk, what's up, man? He stands up and goes, what's up, man? You flip-flopper. Now, let me explain this. Booker T cursed out CM Punk earlier on. He called him a cancer and stuff. And he's greeting him like, I go, you know how the business is. Sometimes you're a heel, sometimes you're a babyface. And it's funny how things change, bro. He was just cursing him out like a month ago. So Booker's going to praise CM Punk now. It's funny. Bro, KSI. This stream was weird. RIP to Jade Cargill's mom. That's tragic, bro. Oh! You guys know about this meme? Bro. Kurt Angle. I'm gonna say this right now. Kurt Angle was just chilling, bro. They made him into a joke. Like, that's a video from TikTok. He was opening his account. That was just the intro. He was gonna say, hi, guys, it's my TikTok. They freaking made a joke out of him, bro. I see him everywhere now. Booker and CM Punk beat him on the SmackDown before WrestleMania 23. Bro, I don't even remember that. Rounds pre-injury was something special. I missed that rounds. Facts, bro. I don't care what you say. 2015 Seth Rollins is my favorite. He is. Hogan knows best. About 100s on the tables, 20s on the floor. And I love it. You got freaking Hulk Hogan listening to this. Table, 20s on the floor. I think Hogan learned some words from this album. Oh, you give me that? They might copyright me though. What song is this? Bro, this makes me kind of sad. Like FIFA 20 sucked, but when you hear the soundtracks to these games, like damn. Drama alerts always clip farming and freaking farming stuff. Get out of here, bro. R-Truth's missing, unfortunately, as you can see here. They photoshopped the poor guy in. Booker T should have beat Triple H. Facts, bro. Everyone knows that. Everyone knows that. Look at freaking Cora Jade. Will always be funny that one of WWE's most historic matches that launched Punk into mega stardom credits him as new Nexus member. He wasn't even billed in the storyline at all. He basically split from the Nexus. Does CM Punk really need to win the Royal Rumble to main event? He doesn't, honestly. He can win the Chamber. What's up, Premier? What up, Kawang? Sorry if I didn't pronounce it right. Shout out to you. Wish they put the beginning of his TNA theme on those memes. Oh, yeah. What up, Ron and Premier? What's up? What up? What up? I'm telling you, bro. They turned Kurt Angle to a meme. It's tragic. Everyone makes fun of him. You guys want to see something funny? Look at this. Look at this. This guy was wilding back then. So can we all agree? Bro, one of the best wrestlers of all time. Let's see this edit. Bro, TikTok has some of the best edits. You said my name right, thanks. Nice, nice. Bro, Kurt Angle, bro. TNA Kurt Angle's goated. Yeah. Damn, that was crazy. Bro, he was wilding, bro. I have an edit of John Cena. I might show it to you guys right now. Let me see the chat. I make edits every once in a while. What up, DKG? Shout out to you. What's up? It's good, it's good. I made this edit a while ago. Come on, pop up, bro. I'm waiting for it. I heard that Mello blaming Dragunov. Yeah, I saw that. Where is this one? I made this edit. Is it gonna pop up? This guy freaking it matches John Cena well. You guys can see it. I made this one. Can I get an encore? Do you want more? Brooklyn Raw with the Brooklyn Boys. So for one last time, I need y'all to roll. Now what the hell are you waiting for? I love making these, bro. I love making these. W edit. When's the next Raw GM video? I've been waiting since 2020. Damn, bro. You've been waiting far too long. I'm gonna eventually drop it. I was writing it a bit, but I had to stop. I had to focus on some other videos. Golden match. Let me go back to main. R.I.P. Brock always beat black champions. Facts. I think he's racist. Now that's crazy though when you think about it. This guy always wins the title and the rest was black. Carmelo Hayes faking his accident. This star is gonna be good. Cena supposed to battle rap Jay-Z and Fabulous at Mania and beat them up. Well, they're about to jump him for sure, bro. Fabulous. Fabulous and Jay-Z. Most 2003 thing ever. Yeah, this Twitter is kind of finished at the moment. So I'm going to hop on. I'm going to go on YouTube. You guys could recommend any videos or watch them right now, you know, stuff like that. I'm here. Yeah, I'm probably going to go on YouTube. Bro, freaking Vitaly's streaming nowadays. That's, bro. I find it crazy how everyone nowadays that was relevant in 2013 started streaming nowadays. It's weird. Drake. R.I.P. Pimp C. The Rock is half black too. Yeah. Bro. The Kofi one's tragic though. What is this? Me facing Roman Reigns, but he accidentally hits the ref, so I know Soul's music will play in the mid. How you feeling about AEW? I just want them to be like they were in the past. Bro, stop making Kurt Angle a meme. Can we yeah, drop them here. Just drop the video title and you tell me. You know? Bro, freaking Kurt Angle's a meme. But like I was saying, AEW, I used to like it back then a lot. You know, like when Cody was around, they had this identity about them. They were unique. They kind of like combined all the elements of older wrestling, you know, PWG, WCW, TNA, and it felt fresh, bro. I want them to go back to that. Like, they have good matches, obviously, but like I like the stuff back then more. Yeah. Why is there nothing on here? Like, every day I go on here, there's stuff, but today there's not. Look, he's with Lol. Bro. Punk's posing with everyone. Oh. Is AW dying? Not really. Just got my ass kicked in Man. What's up, bro? What up, Aaron? I was getting my ass kicked in FIFA. I don't even play 2K because I suck. Madden, even worse, bro. Like, bro, if I play Madden, I don't know how to use the playbook and stuff. You're gonna drop me with a pick six every play. I mean, every drive. The giant choke slams Chris Ben. I'm gonna search it right now. Wait up. Let me put something up. What the heck? Who shower like this, bro? We're trying to cleanse ourselves out here, talking about how we're not real people. Bro probably hops in the shower and does a goes out. Fuck out of here, boy.
Santos Escobar.
This is too loud.
Santos.
LeBron. Yeah, I'm gonna go on YouTube right now. I'm not gonna stream for long. You know, we're chilling here, doing stuff. Watching killing Twitch streamers while singing in Warzone. What the hell? Ah, in Warzone. I was confused. Bro, I love this song. If it makes you feel like you're like motivated and stuff like that, it's hype. Kofi Mania is my expectation. Kofi Mania is coming soon. I'm gonna just say that right now. Kofi's reign, not Kofi Mania itself, because I already made it in the Daniel Bryan thing. Yeah, I'm gonna go on YouTube right now. Sorry, I know I'm dragging stuff, but like I gotta freaking. All right, here we go. Tell me how you love her. You know you at the top and all the heavens right above it. We on. Young money, motherfucker, if you ain't running with it. Yeah, I just posted that video. Nice, nice. Okay, so we here on YouTube. We on YouTube, okay. Bro, you guys see Dolph Ziggler? He's coming back to wrestling in January. Crazy backyard moment. Wait up, let me see that giant thing. Let me see this quick. This is 96 WCW, right? 96 Saturday night show, right? Or was it the pay-per-view? I don't remember, bro.
And right now, Woman was trying to pull off his vest. He was
bro,
caught in it, and now the Joe.
this was so good. Like, bro, that giant was crazy back then.
So much for Chris Ben. You know,
What about this one? You guys know about this one? The giant. This was wild. Like, bro, Goldberg. Sing. Look at this, look at this. Boom. He lifted him up. He's like, bro, how? 2, 3. That was nice. Oh yeah, Randy Orton went to Impulsive. Okay. Yeah. Been getting into New Japan as of late from YouTube videos. We're trying to watch it live as a struggle. Facts, bro. I want to watch New Japan more. And people have been telling me to go watch Stardom. It's so hard to maintain the stuff, bro. Like, you can't watch stuff live. The interface for the apps are bad. They're not on. They're not good. Let's watch this. Bro. What else? You guys know about this, obviously. Like, this is something else. I can't watch the whole thing.
Take a bump.
Bro, I'm about to laugh.
Just for further notice, one of you nuts is coming out of your shorts. You got a big hole.
What about the part he was cursing out Goldberg? Remember, he's like, "Oh, if you actually do that in the ring, I'll tee you up or something like that." Was funny.
It's good. Good snap. Hit me one time. Difference in how fast I snap.
Bro, Triple H used to sell so good in 2000. He sold good in like 2003 and stuff like that, but like 2000 and 2001, he was so goated at selling. He used to do this thing when Austin used to punch him. He'd go, ah, ah. He used to sell so good.
React to this.
Boom.
Am I hitting you?
W selling.
Good snap. Good.
Nah, that was good. Where's the other guy?
If you still like that in the ring, I'd tag you for real.
Bro, Agent 47 ain't selling well.
What makes you want to be a wrestler?
Bro, he cursed them out here. He's like, "Oh, I want to be a wrestler just for fun. You heard there was a lot of money, girls." He's like, "Oh, I spent all this time, da 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 da." I can't be watching this copyright, but Hardcore Holly Mac Capital. Okay. We're gonna watch some other videos right now. Still waiting on Tough Enough. Yeah, well, I did think about doing season 1. This was messed up, kind of. You know, Bob Holly, I don't know what you're doing. It is what it is, though. Wait, should we watch Maven? I watched the season of Tough Enough like 3 years ago.
Tells us that, you know,
Entertaining stuff, right?
Pulls his hair, throws him in the corner.
Look at this, look at this.
him. I mean, we were,
Nah, this was crazy.
What is this?
Bro, only my left ear could hear.
It was like serious. It was brutal.
Nah, this was tough.
Matt started bleeding, and I'm like, oh my god.
Nah, this was rough. What the hell is...
And it was pretty real.
Like, bro, look at him. Kofi Mania had a bad payoff. I mean, Kofi was gonna always win it, but the title reign, I think they could have done more.
I see Bob's boot just go straight into Matt's jaw, and you can just see blood coming from his mouth, and then it goes right into Matt's eye.
Damn.
And he was confused, and I was confused too.
Bro, how do you... I don't even know.
It's hard to say what you're feeling because you don't know what to feel. You're in a situation where there's a superstar in the ring with one of your best
Well, what are you
friends.
gonna do, bro?
And you're
Think about it. What are you gonna do? You're a rookie, bro. No one knows you. You're trying to make it and stuff. What are you gonna do? You're gonna tell Bob Holly to back off? He's like, we got somebody talking a line. He'll beat your ass up too.
best friend is getting
What are you gonna do? It wasn't fair. It wasn't, bro.
I'm being rough for a reason. Not because I want to be, not because I can. I'm trying to teach them that professional wrestling is not an easy game.
But the problem with that is, obviously, but you can't go and take liberties with him, you know? Like, obviously, these wrestlers are supposed to know that it's not gonna be easy. Think about that. They know it's not gonna be easy, but you can't just beat up people like, oh, they might do this to you in the locker room. Like, bro, come on.
It really took me off guard. I didn't quite know what to think. I was real confused while I was in there.
Bro, he
I
made it,
knew
bro.
In the back of my head that
This is a freaking dummy match.
I gotta get through it.
What about the chops?
Everyone pretty much just wants Matt to
That's tough.
run out of the ring, make a tag, something. Anything.
Bro, Johnny Nitro in this season was funny. They rejected him the previous month cause what's it called? Cause he's too smooth or something like that. I thought to myself, what the hell? He's treating him like we was little bro.
I look over at him, and his eye is blackened, his mouth
That's tough.
is bleeding, and his chest is just swelled out. He's just brutally beaten, and everybody was like, kind of shocked.
Matt will hopefully learn what he's really made of and will not let this break him. He will not quit.
He won in the end though. Like he was supposed to be on the main roster and stuff, but he was sick. He was sick, which is sad because he made it. He took these beatings and stuff, and he almost made it to the main roster with the Miz. But nah, that's tough. What else should we watch? Big E title reign should have gone longer. It should have, bro. It should have. I was gonna search something. He had cancer. Yeah, he had cancer later on, bro. It's sad. Like when you think of JBL Mexican border. JBL Mexican border is one of the craziest things I've ever seen. Actually, it's not. I'm not gonna lie. It's not crazy. It's not that crazy, especially for WWE in 2004. Like, it just wasn't. It was normal business for them. Like, who? Like, look at this.
Our entire border is basically uninhabited and unpatrolled. This is where hundreds of thousands of illegal immigrants cross this border each and every year. Mexicans
Why is he saying like that? Mexicans.
come to our country and pay no taxes. I'm American. I grew up in the state of Texas.
They gotta copyright me. Sorry.
Welfare system.
He's pissed off. He's like, oh, we gotta support them.
It's like half of America. It's like half the state of Texas. I pay my own money. I have such outrageous
Most brutal shoe in wrestling. I'm gonna search it right now. Wait up. Look at this. Look at this. Like, bro, who wrote the whole herd, bro? He said a whole herd of Mexicans. He's talking about them like they're sheep. Like, hear this.
It's a whole herd of Mexicans.
Whole herd.
Scared Texas is a bunch of Stop right there!
Look at this. Yeah, they're gonna be going like this. What about the part he kicks his ass? That was funny. This one. What is this? Like, bro. Copyright. I'm Mexican American, but I remember watching this on TV with my cousin when it first aired. Nah, this is funny, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you and say this was like, what the hell? This is funny. It's just so strange how they wrote it down, but it worked. It really worked and established JBL as a strong heel. It helped a lot, you know? And sometimes you gotta do this kind of controversial stuff to get heat, especially in 2004, bro. Like, 2004, you had to do a lot to get booed. 2004 was beyond wild, bro. Oh my god, JBL, what the hell? Look up Eli Drake at WA. Maybe. Most brutal shoot. Let me see this. I think I know what video you're talking about, but I didn't watch it. This one. I knew you were about to... I knew this was the video. Should we watch this? Imagine they did this today, oh boy. If they did this in 2019, a lot of people would be mad. Nowadays, I think they'd be mad a little less. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. The whole cancel thing is kind of faded recently. They would get... A lot of people get mad, though. But a lot of people wouldn't care. Back then, like, only a couple of years ago, people would have cared more. That's how he got the title shot, too. Yeah, I heard about it. Bruh, JBL is crazy. The storyline is crazy. Look up your first video. So you guys want me to watch most brutal shoe in wrestling history? I kind of heard about this story, but I didn't see it. I thought about watching it a while ago, but I kind of forgot. But let me talk to you guys a bit. I'm going to watch it right now. Shout out to Age of Wrestling. Brought some unique videos, not going to lie. The Joshi wrestling incidents, intergender wrestling gone wrong. Smart man. He knows what he's doing. Eddie pitched this apparently. Eddie wanted to help JBL a lot. You know, like when you hear about the storyline, I'm going to watch the video right now. Just wait up. Wait up. Eddie Guerrero really helped JBL a lot. And it's nice, you know, because when you think about it, he didn't really need to help him. He's literally going after his spot. So by helping him, he elevated him and he took the title. Nice story, great match, yo. Great match at Judgment Day. One of the bloodiest matches ever. Freaking JBL with the chair, being racist, all stuff. Eddie with the baby face fighting back. It was so classic. It was classic pro wrestling. And sometimes that's what they gotta do. You know, simply classic pro wrestling. Bad guy who hates people. Good guy who fights for the people. Alex Hernandez, shout out to you. Your success on YouTube is admirable. How do you do it to get ideas flowing when you simply feel you gotta just make something to just keep constant schedules? Sorry. It's annoying sometimes. I write down a lot of ideas, but you have to look at what the algorithm wants sometimes. And you guys see some videos, they don't do well. I know those aren't gonna do well. I know those videos aren't gonna do well because I don't care. I just want to upload to let YouTube know I'm still uploading. Let's watch that video, okay?
Wrestling is a predetermined choreographed fight.
Okay.
There's no hiding that. But from time to time,
bro, look at this. That was rough. This again. Look at this, bro. Brock Lesnar whooped his ass.
This is what's called a shoot. And when wrestlers start
Of course,
shooting,
this
shots
tough enough.
for sure get fired.
I remember this,
There have
but
been many shoots in wrestling
yeah,
history,
yeah,
but
not
none
yet.
of them more brutal and violent than the shoot between Ak Yasukawa and Yoshiko in the Stardom wrestling promotion.
After that, I should watch Crazy Backyard Wrestling Moments. We'll see.
2015. This shoot fight left Ak Yasukawa the worst of the
Aye.
two, with a broken cheekbone, broken nose, fractured orbital bones,
That's
and
tough,
a
bro.
detached retina in her right eye.
Aye.
All of this caused her to retire from professional wrestling, but also had an effect on Yoshiko as it derailed her wrestling
Shout out to
career,
Dumpy,
causing
goat.
her to lose her job, and
No,
she
you're the goat.
temporarily retired after this incident. This match was so notorious, in fact, that in Japan it's referred to as the Seisan Machi, or the ghastly match in English. But
What year
how
was
did it
this?
get to such a hot boiling point? Why did these two ladies fight for real in the ring? And how is this the most brutal and violent shoot in wrestling of all time?
Okay. Warning for mature audiences only. I'm sure no one else
First,
here
we
is
have
young.
Ak Yasukawa, who is a beloved figure in Stardom. She was so popular with the fans in part due to her life story that she
Okay.
made public knowledge. Throughout her life, she suffered from bullying and intense depression to the point even at one time she attempted to delete herself. She also was permanently blind in her right eye due to Grove's disease.
And she's
this
beating her up on
disease
the other
also
eye,
caused
too.
her to be very weak. But despite all of this, she persevered in wrestling no matter what. Her story was inspiring, and even though she was technically a heel, fans loved her, which is the hallmark of a great character.
Facts.
She also just looked really cool and artsy.
It
wearing
is.
an eye patch to the ring over a blind eye. Act would also come to the ring swigging rum and spitting it out in the crowd in a Triple
Boom.
H-like manner. She was like a modern-day pirate, even though her gimmick was based on a samurai warlord. Her popularity led her to becoming the Wonder of Stardom champion, which is the second most important championship in Stardom. And then we have Yoshiko, who is the polar opposite
No
of
wonder
Act.
she beat her.
Yoshiko is the protege of Nane Takahashi, who is a legend in Japanese women's wrestling. Yoshiko just had the look and aura of an old-school Japanese women's wrestler, and she could have fit right in All Japan women's wrestling
Nakano.
seamlessly. She was a monster heel who terrorized her opponents. She had a badassery about her that hasn't really been replicated in Japanese women's wrestling since she was most active. She was also quite popular with the fans, even as a bad guy.
Damn, what a
She was very
clothesline.
talented and played the big, scary heel role perfectly.
Bro, these Japanese women really know how to wrestle, bro. Catch up with you later, WB. Good night. Good night, bro. Shout out to you for joining the stream. Like I said, these Japanese wrestlers, they're tough. They're mentally tough. But seeing what happened here, it's just strange how it got to that point. Like, how? I need to see this.
So unsurprisingly, she became the World of Stardom champion, which is the most prestigious belt in Stardom wrestling. She was basically at the top of the card and at the top of the company. Act and Yoshiko basically represented two different schools of wrestling.
Facts.
Act represented the new school of Japanese women's wrestling, and Yoshiko represented the old school. The old school of Japanese women's wrestling was much more harder on the wrestlers and much more stiff in the ring, with wrestlers hitting each other very hard. The old school was more focused on making matches look like legit fights, so whoever was taught in this ideology was more violent in the ring. It's basically a no bullshit approach to wrestling and is more accepting of shooting on opponents. In the old school train of thought, there's a strict senpai and kohai system, which is a senior and junior dynamic, while more like a superior and subordinate dynamic, especially in Japanese women's wrestling. This basically meant that it was perfectly okay and even expected for seniors to abuse their juniors physically and emotionally. It's important to note that
Bro, I remember reading Brian Danielson's book. He's talking about the dojo, their training and stuff. Bro, they were rough. Like, when you think about it, they used to train them through hell. They'd make American wrestlers' training look like nothing. Like, these guys get beat up, stuff like that. But this version of it, nah, that's on a different level.
Yoshiko's senior, Nane Takahashi, was trained in the old school train of thought, and that's why she was incredibly stiff in the ring, and made sure to bully her juniors. This was seen when Nane and a young Kairi Sane wrestled, and Nane legitimately bashed Kairi's face in, leaving various marks on Kairi's face. Now, this is the type of old school mentality that Yoshiko was taught, so naturally, her outlook on wrestling was more old school. Act represented the new school, which was much less concerned with old school ideologies. The new school saw the importance of longevity of the wrestlers, and even though it was still stiff, it wasn't as stiff. The new school also put a big prominence on the looks of the wrestlers, and Act herself was very beautiful, so naturally, fans gravitated towards her. The new school ideology wasn't also very tolerant of shooting too, and had a less rigid senpai and kohai system that was not so harsh on the juniors. Act and Yoshiko were both very popular, albeit for different reasons, and they were scheduled to go up against each other on the 22nd of February 2015 for Yoshiko's World of Stardom.
Wait, this was in 2015?
But before the ghastly match ever happened, according to many sources, there was legitimate heat between the two women that had been brewing for almost 4 years.
So that explains it.
What the root cause of these issues has never come to light and probably never will, but it has been widely speculated that Yoshiko was jealous of Act's popularity and the fact that she was booked very strongly for someone who had less time than her in Stardom, seeing that Yoshiko had been in Stardom since the company's inception in 2011. Also, despite Yoshiko being a senior to Act, she couldn't really bully her, and she didn't have the same seniority that other seniors had over their juniors in the yesteryears.
Okay.
This pissed Yoshiko off. What made the situation even more volatile was that Act was apparently scheduled to win the match against Yoshiko to take her title and become the holder of the second and first most prestigious belts in Stardom wrestling.
I think the matchup happened in 2016. I never heard about it, to be honest, so it's kind of weird how this happened.
Apparently, Yoshiko wasn't very much a fan of this and was very opposed to this. Tensions were already overboard before the bell even rung, and things were already personal. So this is what brought us to the match on that fateful day.
Okay.
Before the match begins, the atmosphere is so intense that you could cut the tension with a knife as they stare each other down.
Bro, Victor Road 2009's bad.
The bell rings and they move toward each other, still just staring at each other, piercing each other's souls with their eyes. In this moment, you could just feel that shit is about to go down. And
Facts.
down it went indeed. Act gets closer and she throws the first punch, causing Yoshiko to respond with a punch of her own. They basically skipped the wrestling part and were in full shoot mode, trading blow for blow. Yoshiko was clearly stronger.
They're legitimately fighting.
Act while being on top of her. It was quickly turning into a one-sided fight. The referee realizes that this is a shoot, brother, and tries to get them separated. And as they go apart, Act already is bleeding from her nose. There was a brief break where Act was being attended to while Yoshiko just stoically stood there in the corner, nonchalantly looking over
That's
at
crazy.
Act. The ref probably should have stopped the match, seeing that Act was
I'll throw some more.
but he didn't. The match resumes, and the weary Act slowly gets up to her feet. At this point in time, it seems like Yoshiko is trying to actually work a wrestling match, but the fighter in Act is not letting her quit, and she lands a few punches on Yoshiko. This ultimately backfires and causes Yoshiko to go.
Bro, at this point, what are you gonna do? Like, bro, if you're getting beat up by this big woman, what are you gonna do? Like, you're just gonna go fight. Problem is, she can't do anything about it because she's almost defenseless. Look at the size disadvantage. Look at the intensity from her.
Ballistic, and she starts raining down rights and lefts on the defenseless Act. After this intense barrage,
That's tough.
Act shoots back to her feet in an attempt to showcase her fighting spirit, but she's clearly seeing stars at that point. The ref should have honestly called the match because there was honestly no reason to have the match go past this point, seeing that Act was really not in the match at all. After this, they actually start wrestling a bit and they begin to grapple each other, but Yoshiko is still clearly exerting her dominance over her.
RKO her, bro. If I try to RKO, she's gonna lift me and throw me into oblivion somewhere, like, bro. She's gonna send me out to the outside of the ring, get the strip. At that point, what do you gotta do?
Albeit very stiff, and she's just treating her like a rag doll and having her way with her. Act is clearly dazed and confused with blood pouring down her nose. She looks like she doesn't know where she is, and she's stumbling too. Despite this, there was some hope that something good may come from the match, seeing that they were actually starting to wrestle. But boy oh boy was that assumption wrong. Act's fighting spirit was once again on show. She tried to throw another punch at Yoshiko, but once again this was a massive mistake and backfired, as Yoshiko proceeded to beat the ever-living shit out of her. At this point it was getting hard to watch because, to put it simply, Act was getting all the way f***ed up. What was quite unbearable to hear was Act's air leaving her lungs as Yoshiko stood on her abdomen with all her weight.
Yo!
Act then rolled out the ring to
at this point,
and her face was bloodied and severely swollen.
Bro, at this point, you should leave, bro. Act also has a history of being blind for one eye. If I was there, I would have gave up. She's courageous and during the beating from Yoshiko. Yeah, he just mentioned it. It's just strange how she has to take the beating.
She looked like a completely different person. She most definitely had a concussion from all that she went through from Yoshiko. Despite this, she still tried to get into the ring to fight her again, but her stablemates held her back and she screamed in rage at Yoshiko, once again showing her fighting spirit. All while Yoshiko was squatting silently in the corner in a cold manner. Thankfully, the mother of the late great Hana Kimura, Kyoko Kimura, threw in the towel on the behalf of Act.
I throw a towel, I'm still beating her big ass, bro. I don't care. Hell no. I don't care if I'm fired, bro. I'm gonna beat her ass. Like, think about it. She's coming in. She gets to do whatever she wants because it's within the realm of a wrestling match, so she can't really defend herself that much. But even then, she's bigger than her, so there's that. But, like, I don't care, bro. I'm gonna go in. I don't care if they threw the freaking towel. I'm diving in. I'm gonna beat her up.
It was clearly a one-sided
It's
fight.
tough.
If Act
It's
tried
messed
to
up.
fight anymore, something even worse could have happened.
Yeah,
The
that's
match
true.
literally ended in chaos as Kyoko Kimura then attacked
See?
Yoshiko and had to get separated from her, while Act was literally being dragged to the back to stop her from trying to attack Yoshiko.
See? She
There
wanted to
was
fight.
Screams and shouts from every single direction. Yoshiko just stood there after
Stoic.
all of this poker face and held the title in the air and nonchalantly left. Now, that was a real shoot, brother.
What?
Act was then rushed to the hospital and underwent surgery to fix a broken nose, broken cheekbone, fractured orbital bones, and a detached retina in her right eye, and she spent a few days in the hospital. Act eventually vacated her title from Stardom, and this incident ultimately led her to retiring from wrestling in that same year.
That's
She
worse.
then returned to acting and became a model. On the other hand, 2
Hey.
years after the incident,
Hey, she's witted. I'll just say, she's witted, bro. She became a model. Even after she beat her up, she became a model. So that's a W.
Yoshiko gave a half-assed apology, was stripped of the
Bruh,
World of Stardom
L.
title, and was suspended indefinitely by Stardom. After some time, Yoshiko announced her retirement from wrestling too. Her trainer, Nane Takahashi, also left Stardom due to this incident because of her poor handling of the situation, seeing that she was in a position of power in Stardom. Nane would then create a new wrestling promotion, which caused Yoshiko to come back to wrestling. Yoshiko would even dip her toes into MMA.
This is where she belongs. This is where she belongs.
Yoshiko would even dip her toes into MMA, having 2 wins and 1 loss, but ultimately retiring from that. In an unexpected turn of events, it seems like Yoshiko has smoothed things with Stardom as she returned to the company in 2020 and even had a match there, which is very interesting to say the least. But that's basically the story of the most violent and brutal
That's
shoot
tough.
of all time. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed the
W video. Shout out to Age of Wrestling. WWE far right referee brutal. That was Nazi. What the hell? I thought he was talking about some other stuff, but now that said, it's as I said earlier. Wrestlers trust each other. You have to trust the other guy in the ring or the other woman. She just went out there and beat on her because she was envious that she's from a newer generation. But it all worked out in the end for her. You know, she became a model. Stuff's doing good. And Yoshiko became an MMA fighter, which I guess she belongs. Is a place. Look at Yoshiko's peculiar. If I describe, seems like she's ashamed of what she has become, but content accept that this was who she was always meant to be. Sounds like a storyline. Blackballed for life. Hey, Japanese wrestling is very different, so that I think that's why they. A win is a win. Have you seen Iron Claw yet? Nah, not yet. We will though. I'm gonna watch something else. You guys got any videos? Oh yeah, Ken Shamrock. I forgot. Ken Shamrock. They're gonna add merch and stuff. Failure of Sin Cara. I already made a video on that. That's crazy. Do the same thing they did on Raw that one time because, you know, the episode where it was Neville versus Jericho. Never got Jericho pushed the match. And yeah, they should have done that. Thoughts on John Gotti? I never watched that movie. If you're talking about the real John Gotti, I don't know what to think, bro. I haven't dived deep into the mobsters of the 60s and 70s for some reason. Eventually we will, you know. When stuff comes to me, I eventually do that kind of stuff. 2004 is crazy. I already watched that with you guys once. I actually watched that with you guys before. Bro, recommendations ass. It's bad, bro. YouTube recommendation got worse, honestly. I don't know why. I personally don't like it. Ranking every wrestling event I've ever attended. If you could bring any early PG era character to the modern day, who would it be and why? Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho stood out easily because of who he was and his transition to that heel character. He had every justification to become that guy, but the way he went about things at the same time made it wrong. You know what I mean? What do you guys want to watch? I spelt it. Sorry. Bro, Maven has some W videos. I'm not gonna lie. Great ass videos Maven has. Bro, same recommendation. I reloaded the page. It's the same stuff. All right, sorry. I'm not going to complain. I'm starting to sound like Bruce dropping off. We don't want to be like that.
Gotta be honest.
I didn't watch this. Should we watch Maven? I'm not sure. What do you guys want to watch? The best in one. You think Cody will finish his story before GTA 6 comes out? Yeah. GTA 6, I'm guessing, comes out early next year. Kind of annoyed, you know, like, but it is what it is. Yeah, maybe gives good insights on WWE back in 2000s. That's what I like about him. I wish Dolph Ziggler actually makes a channel like that. I think that would be good. Because he was, during that era, he was in the PG era, he's in the current era. Plus, he made a lot of money and had a lot of stories, you know? Terry Funk 2x4. Bro, Mick Foley and Terry Funk always have some drama. How in Foley versus Terry Funk in Japan? I'm scared they'll copyright me for some stuff. I can't be watching matches on here. Let me watch wrestling news. I always go back to him because the videos are good, you know? Let's read the chat. The videos took ages to make. Let's watch this. Okay? Alright, let's watch. Why in the hell was Mick Foley wrestling Ric Flair in TNA? Money. TNA at that time was like, hey, we'll give you money, you'll do stuff. Every wrestler went there. Some wrestlers didn't make sense for them to go there, but they went anyways, you know? Like, if you're a wrestler from the 80s or the 90s, like, they got the freaking Nasty Boys in TNA. It just doesn't sound right to have Val Venus and the Nasty Boys, but money's money, bro. People, it makes sense for them to go. Character-wise, story-wise, not really.
As lifelong wrestling fans, we all know there is nothing better than watching a wrestling show in person. Since the first time
I had a handful, not much.
ever laid my eyes on wrestling, just like every other young fan, my dream was to always one day attend a show. As a kid, I would dream of being in the crowd waving my sign. I dreamed of witnessing iconic moments in person. I dreamed of being around people who didn't wear deodorant.
Hell no. Hell no. Bro. I always hear these storylines. I never personally experienced it at a wrestling show. Wait up.
Okay, no.
I never experienced it myself. They always talk about how people don't go with freaking deodorant. Like, bro, what's wrong with you? You allergic to deodorant? It's crazy. People are next to you. You're not there on your own. You're not on your freaking bed. You're chilling. Put on some deodorant and take a shower, bro. You have money to buy the damn ticket. Go take a shower. You know what I mean?
No.
But like I said, it never happened to me personally.
Not that part. And over the years, I've been able to live that little childhood dream many times. Even though I didn't attend my first wrestling show until I was 14 years old, since then, I've been to 14 different shows. From Raws to SmackDowns to pay-per-views to even guys killing each other at an opera house for $20 on a hot dog, I have been lucky enough to witness a lot of wrestling shows in person. So I thought, why not share those stories with some of you guys and rank them in a video? Now obviously, I'm not a green shirt guy or the Brock Lesnar bozo. I'm just a normal guy who goes to a few wrestling shows every now and then, so please don't expect some crazy stories like, yeah, I went to WrestleMania and I sat front row and like John Cena's sweat just like sprayed all over me and it was amazing. That sadly hasn't happened yet.
Hey,
But
yo.
yeah, I got some good times, so why?
Bro, he's folding like iBeast does on Twitter. I went to WrestleMania 28. One of the best ones. I've been to one house show and one pay-per-view. I haven't gone to a house show yet. I might go. I don't know. We'll see. I have to wait to see what they're going to do. CM Punk. Freaking Cody Rhodes. I got to see Cody Rhodes and Brock Lesnar SummerSlam. That was nice. Seen more indie shows, ROH, Dragon Gate. That stuff's hidden. That's nice. It's kind of cool. I think that's low-key cooler to attend one of those shows on some random WWE house show. Stretch Society had potential, but Undertaker was not happy about Punk. They were never going to push the Stretch Society. I don't know why.
Not? And lastly, this isn't a ranking of the shows in terms of quality. This is just a ranking on my experience and what I had the most fun at. So it's your boy Pav, and this is me ranking every wrestling show I've ever attended. Let's get into it. And to start off the list, the most forgettable show I've ever been to, SummerSlam 2018. Now I know.
Bro, this show is bad. Think about this. Peak 2018 WWE, shenanigans, horrible stuff going down. Like, bro, so bad. Whenever I think about 2018, I hate it. I'm a hater, bro. I'm a lifelong hater for 2018 WWE. Yeah, I said it. Because it's ass. It sucks. Let's see this.
I know people are gonna hear that and instantly start going, hey, I love that show. Hey, it wasn't that bad. And you're right, this was not a bad show.
This was good.
It was a pretty solid show. But looking back at all the shows I've been to, this was the one where I was like, I went to that? This was the first wrestling.
All right, maybe I'm hating on the show. I don't really remember. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I only remember the opener and the main event. So I think I'm hating a little too hard. I don't know, but 2018 wasn't good.
Show that I ever traveled for. I went to New York to link up with my boy Manny, and this was an amazing trip filled with so many shenanigans, from going to a house party in the Bronx and somehow not getting shot. This trip was super memorable. SummerSlam though was not. While the show was solid, the only thing that I remember from the night was it was the night where Becky Lynch became a savage. It was where she attacked Charlotte after the match, and the crowd went absolutely nuts, setting up Becky's insane run to the main event of WrestleMania. But other than that, this show just never really stuck with me. It's always been a blur. Joe and Styles had a great match, but a DQ finish in person always sucks at least 10 times more.
It's annoying.
Ronda had a squash match, and Roman and Brock turning into a triple threat was cool, but it really never reached epic levels. And by the end of the night, the best match of the night took place outside of the arena, where everyone gathered in a circle outside of the Barclays Center, and random people took turns hitting wrestling moves on each other. I shit you not.
Bro, this was peak when 2018-19, when every week you'd see something from New York. Like, bro, the people in New York, they be fighting and doing some random WWE stuff all the time. Like, they'd be holding a steel chair, blasting each other. It was funny.
In New York. Amazing trip, but in terms of a wrestling show, it wasn't anything special. Next up on the list, SummerSlam 2023, a show that just took place a few months ago, and once again, I can already see the comments ready to call me an uncultured swine for not liking the show. Listen, I'm not that stupid. I know this is a good show. From top to bottom, almost everything on this show was solid, but I think this show is a perfect example of an event that was better on TV than it was being there in person, especially for me. Going to this show, I was super excited for it. I took a 3-hour train ride with my girl to get to Detroit. I bought some really good seats. I even bought a Cody vs. Brock t-shirt at the stadium. I was really hyped for this show, trust me. But during the show, everything just felt whatever. Honestly, I think I was just too excited and I was too hyped. I expected everything on this card to be a next level banger. I thought Cody vs. Brock was going to equal Punk vs. Lesnar. I thought Gunther vs. Drew was going to be a classic. I thought the women's three-way was going to tear the house down. And while all those matches were solid, something just felt missing in the stadium. There wasn't that energy. And I just sabotaged myself by having my expectations a little too high. By the time Roman had his match, everyone already knew Roman was winning and the ending was pretty disappointing.
Bro, I was at the show, right? I thought, hey, Randy Orton's gonna save this thing. He didn't come out, bro. I wasn't upset. I was like, ah, man, Randy Orton. It wasn't a bad show though, you know. Like I had fun watching it. It was nice, but it wasn't that good.
After 4 hours of the event, I was just like, all right, nothing felt special.
This was
other than Io winning the title, and I really think if Finn had beat Seth after that great match, I would have looked back at this show so much more fondly. This was a show that was good, but being there in person, I just expected so much more from it. So when I look back at it, it's just like, yeah, it was all right. Next up on the list, though, Roadblock 2016, the first ever non-weekly show.
The show was good, but something was missing. It was, I think it was too hyped. The stadium thing. Sometimes the stadium shows are too overhyped. I think they're better off in arenas.
Ever went to, and this was the first non-Raw SmackDown in Toronto in 10 years. And after your boy didn't get to go to Unforgiven 06 as a 7-year-old because my mom didn't love me, you bet your ass I was sitting there on day 1 on Ticketmaster getting tickets for this show. This is the only wrestling show I ever went to by myself. Back in grade 12, let's just say none of my friends were about to spend $100 on a wrestling show because at that time, wrestling to my friends was not even slightly cool anymore. But I was so excited for this show because I thought for the first time ever I was going to see John Cena live. That was the main reason
I was gonna see
why
John
I wanted to go. That was it. That's why I bought the tickets day 1. It was John Cena. He was coming back to Toronto. I was so excited. Cena ended up getting injured in January. Hello, darkness, my old friend. But I still obviously went, and my older cousin dropped me off to the show. Even he was disappointed I was spending my Saturday night as a senior in high school at a wrestling show. But hey, I didn't care. I had a great night. And
Dean versus Triple H was unexpectedly good. Bro, that match, I kind of wish it happened at WrestleMania, to be honest. Like, bro, they trolled us with that ending. I remember watching the show. I remember that 3 count. I was like, it's too good to be true. His foot is on the rope. Turns out that's what it was. It just turned out to be too good to be true.
The fact that I was able to see Triple H in person wrestle was definitely something that I knew that little me would have loved. And seeing Brock Lesnar in person for the first time ever is something that I will never.
Wait. Bob Marley or Bad Bunny? Bro, Bob Marley. I know more Bad Bunny songs. Bob Marley, though, has more influence. Like, bro, Bob Marley still talked about to this day, and he died like freaking 40 years ago. You know what I mean? That before pick of gift looks like you. Does it?
Never forget. Back in 2016,
I mean,
that
then I got
man
beard,
was
so.
huge. Pause. He was so jacked that when he came out, it didn't make any sense. My eyes could not believe that a human could be that jacked. This was basically a house show, though, at the end of the day, that aired on the network. So it wasn't anything special. Nothing of value happened. But hey, it was my first non-weekly show that I ever went to. Only my second wrestling show I ever went to. And I saw Triple H wrestle for the first and last time in a banger with Ambrose. I was just happy I got to see Triple H make his entrance.
W
the
entrance.
Water spit. The match being a banger was a bonus. Oh, and hey, I saw a future WrestleMania main eventer here. Regardless of it basically being a house show, nothing but good memories for this one. Next up, AEW Dynamite from October of 20.
Nah, that main event was fun. I remember End Zone Cass. I remember watching it. I was like, damn, these guys are actually, like, they're coming to the main roster. It was hype. And then a month later, they came without Carmella, which ended up working for her. I remember when Jericho mentioned that We the People chant, and then fast forward to AEW's stupid idea and bad creative. Oh, yeah, I remember that. That was like the first or second episode. What did you think of the UCL today, bro? United out. I didn't watch it because the matches are dry. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, to be honest, the matches were dry. Union Berlin was always gonna lose. Tomorrow, Dortmund and PSG, I will be there no matter what. Good match. They're making a movie on Bob Marley's life, documented as a biopic. I had to watch the Netflix one.
2020.
I watched the one on Jam Master Jay. I have to watch the Bob Marley one. I think there's one on Malcolm X too. I gotta watch it.
22. This was memorable for me simply because this was the first time I ever attended a non-WWE show, and it was so fascinating to be at a non-WWE show. This was a Dynamite that featured Chris Jericho versus Bryan Danielson, which was a treat to watch. I'm still pissed though because they didn't play Judas when Chris Jericho came out. Instead, they played his old theme song from when he was Lionheart. I just wanted to sing the song, man. I remember Hangman and Moxley had an awesome promo battle, and MJF was sitting right above us in the crowd. This wasn't anything special, but it's just super memorable because it was such a different experience from what I was used to, and since it was only 2 hours, this show flew by. Some of the shows on here were like 4 hours long, but by the end of it, I wanted to die. This was one of the few times where after the show was over, I actually wanted more. We move on to Raw from August 22nd.
Oh, yeah. The hottest rivalry in WWE right now is between a 45-year-old and 37-year-old. Is there a match stipulation you want to see get its own pay-per-view like Hell in a Cell or Extreme Rules? Honestly, no. I kind of missed the TLC match. I don't think we've seen it since then. Y'all sell the beef? I never had beef with him. If you go back to a stream a year ago, he played 2K with me, bro. Beef? Where'd you get this from? Bro, I never beef with anyone. What's the next video? SVR06. Let's watch this.
In 2020.
Have you seen Evolve Wrestling? To me, it's a mix of PWG and Lucha Underground. Yeah, I've seen it here and there. When it used to be around, I just can't get into other stuff. It's just tough to maintain. So whenever I hear about a great match, I might watch it from some other promotions. But Evolve back in the early 10s was nice.
22. It was Monday Night Raw live from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. My first time going to a Raw in 9 years, and this was such a fun time. So to put it into context, this was a month or so into Triple H's reign as a creative head in the company, and the hype and the excitement over the weekly shows at this point was very strong. And this was a show that was sold out months in advance. The crowd was red hot, the arena was packed, and what I loved about this show was there was a lot of young people at the show. There's a lot of people of my age at the show. This felt like a social thing to do in Toronto where everyone just came out for it, and the main reason was the Rated R superstar, Edge. It was Edge's return to his hometown. The man who retired for 9 years, who we never thought we would see wrestle again, was finally back. After his comeback, after a pandemic, he was finally back home. He was finally back home wrestling, and the reaction when he came out, it was crazy. It was as if since 2020, the entire city was just waiting for that moment. His entrance, to his attire, to him winning and hitting the spear, to his speech after the show where he says, "In a perfect world, I would love to have my last match in Toronto next year." This is one of those shows that I'm just happy I can say I went to this show, and it had amazing vibes. Oh, and I got to record this iconic video. It was a great night. Next up, NXT TakeOver Toronto.
Yo, Wrestling From Here, what did you think about that promo on Raw between Seth Rollins and CM Punk? I thought it was amazing. Yeah, it did its job, bro. It kind of shows why CM Punk had to return. There's too much money with him. Have you seen the CM Punk and HBK segment at NXT? The one that opened the show? Yeah, I did. It was funny seeing CM Punk there. It was like, he looks out of place. Jericho's Judas effect is impactful as a finisher and makes sense for his age. It does. It kind of does confuse me. I kind of miss the code breaker being like the big finish. But hey, he always changes himself, and that's good. Randy vs. Edge in 2020 had golden matches. They did, bro.
2019.
The second match.
This was an event that I had no plans of going to. Back in the day, I used to watch NXT every now and then, mostly the takeovers, but I never felt compelled to go to a takeover myself. But the night before, one of my boys messaged me around 3 a.m. and was like, hey, why aren't we going to NXT? And I was like, yeah, why aren't we going to NXT? So we bought some tickets on StubHub at 3 a.m. and the next day we made our way over downtown, and no joke, we got our socks blown off. Banger after banger after banger. This was the night where I became an Io Sky believer, and I think when everyone thinks of this show, they think of the main event. 46 minutes, 2 out of 3 falls, Cole versus Gargano. Being in that arena, this was unbelievable. The crowd was into it for the entire match. We saw some crazy stuff, and this is the thing. I know if I watched this match on TV, I would be like, what the fuck is going on? What is this? Way too many kickouts. This is way too long. This is way too extra. This match was a definition of overkill. But being there...
Bruh, not gonna lie to you. Johnny Gargano and Adam Cole, they reached a point where everything was too dramatic for its own good. Like, oh, we gotta reach this level. They don't let it go there naturally. They had to like reach it with the false finishes, the kickouts. It was too much. But they had some great matches, you know. Like, despite all that, they had some great matches. You're the man wrestling premier. Shout out to you, dude.
Live with my boy, jumping around and screaming with 18,000 people. It's different. You don't forget seeing some of the spots in this match and the reactions around you, and you definitely don't forget 2 people falling off a cage and going through a table. I know for a fact I love this match way more because I saw it in person, whereas if I watched it on TV, I would have been like kind of iffy about it. Back in 2019, I wasn't some diehard NXT fan, but this night was very memorable. This was a very fun night, and that main event, like I said, I like the match. But next up, we're getting into the heavy hitters territory, and it's GCW Worst Behavior 2023.
Bro, what's a GCW?
I don't think anyone was expecting to see a GCW show on this list, but earlier this year, I found out that GCW was coming to Toronto. I'd been to WWE shows, I'd been to a Dynamite, and I thought, why not? Why not go to a GCW show and see what the indies are saying these days? Now, to be honest, I just wanted to see people die. Me and my 3 friends went to GCW earlier this year, and despite the bad reputation that this promotion gets sometimes, you know, rightfully so, we had the time of our lives. When I found out that GCW was coming to Toronto for the first time ever, I asked 3 of my best friends to come along with me. Mind you, these 3 friends are the most casual wrestling fans ever. And while one of them kind of knew what GCW was and they kind of expected it, the other 2 had no idea what they were getting themselves into. They had no idea what an indie wrestling show was like. They had no idea what to expect. This was basically like a social experiment, so all of us went downtown, we got a little hammered, and we ended up going to the Opera House where the show was held. We walked in, and next thing you know, it was just mayhem. Somehow, we got right beside the ring. We were so close to the ring that we could touch the wrestlers, and for 3 hours, we just saw people do the craziest shit. This was so much fun, and like anything I had ever seen. There was so much CTE, so much carnage, and we were right there in front of them. And the best part was being there with my friends who didn't even know that this type of wrestling existed. And I'll never forget the smiles on their faces, the reactions to the mayhem, the crazy spots that would happen, and they would just be jumping around, just shook at what they were watching. And the best part was we were so close to the wrestlers that we could basically talk to them. During this one match, the tag team wrestler was on the apron, and I yelled at him, hey, do a frog splash. This guy looks at me, does the little motion, and then 2 minutes later does a frog splash in the match. This was an amazing experience that I just can't describe. They had a bar like 15 seconds away from the ring, so you already know we were back and forth, and we were just having the time of our lives. And even though the only wrestler on the show I knew was Matt Cardona, who by the way wrestled a guy whose underwear fell off, don't ask me. It didn't matter. It was an unbelievable night. If you ever want to have fun, if you ever want to do a cool social experiment, take your normal friends to an indie wrestling show, particularly if you can find a GCW show, and you will have a ball just laughing and tweaking at the craziness that you will witness.
Bro, unknowingly saw one of the best wrestlers of the year. What was I gonna say? Nah, these indie shows are crazy, you know? It's just I don't hear a lot of hype about them these days like I used to in the past. I remember you used to hear about ROH, PWG. You used to hear a lot about the indies. Nowadays, I haven't heard about GCW since the beginning of the year. It's kind of sad.
I swear to God, this is the greatest bonding activity ever. Survivor Series 2016. Now, we
pay-per-view.
don't have to talk about this that much since we really went over it last week, but since Roadblock wasn't exactly a pay-per-view, this was the first ever true pay-per-view your boy attended. Just 8 months after Roadblock, the company was back in the city, and thankfully this time I actually had someone to go with me. As you all know, I love this show. I have a soft spot for it. I was a little kid in my first year of university running a little Twitter account where I posted wrestling gifs, and I found myself at Survivor Series 2016, and there I was watching SmackDown vs. Raw in a match that had my jaw on the floor.
Damn.
There I was watching Goldberg wrestle. It really was surreal. It's not the most amazing show. It's not some classic 5-star event that was...
Nah, this was a good ass show. The way he's talking about it's like it's decent. Nah, this was good as hell, bro. This was a good ass show. I remember watching it. Man, it was a good one. That Survivor Series elimination match, so dramatic. It felt like a classic one from 2005. This is a good show. I loved it.
Go down in history, but at that time of my life, this was exactly what I needed, and it really
Top
helped
tier.
cement my
Almost
love for
top tier.
wrestling. At an age where I could have easily fell out of it, this was a show that I needed to cement my love for it. That is the best way I can describe this show.
Bro, that happened to me in 2012, bro. 2011, I kind of stopped watching wrestling for a bit. I just disappeared. I knew what was going on. I knew what was happening, but I just didn't care. WrestleMania 28, though, helped me get back into it, and I liked it. I kind of liked it almost even more in 2012. I really liked watching wrestling back then. I knew everything, and I used to watch even the minor shows, like freaking Superstars and stuff like that. 2016, I used to watch everything as well, you know, Raw, SmackDown. Even in the summer, I used to get bored watch freaking Superstars. You watch Superstars and Main Event when you're bored. But there was a lot of there was a lot of content that year. Cruiserweight Classic, Raw, SmackDown. There's a lot of stuff going down. It was nice. Sorry, 2016 was top tier. I want to say top tier, but it was great. Bro, I listen to your videos while I'm working, and it makes time go by so much quicker. Thank you. You're welcome, CG.
Very important show for me. But moving on to SummerSlam 2021. SummerSlam 20...
If it's up, then it's up. If it's up, this was hyped. This was so overhyped, this show. And it was disappointing.
2021 is a show that is memorable for me for 3 reasons. 1, it was the night where the Pav John Cena curse was finally over. From 2013 to 20...
Bro, look at this. WWE fumbled the bag. How the hell do you release a good-ass shirt like this and not have it available on the shop? Freaking NFT. Who the fuck wants to freaking buy an NFT scam in the year of 2021? At this point, everyone knew what the hell an NFT was. They're going in trying to make money off of it and hiding this behind the paywall. That was crazy.
1, it was the night where the Pav John Cena curse was finally over.
That's
From 2013 to 2021 in a 8-year span.
I could have bought a fake one. I'm not gonna lie. I could have bought a fake one, but it just turned me off of it. I don't know why. I just didn't want to buy it. You could have bought a fake one. Could have had it, but I just didn't want it at that point. I just lost interest. They lost $20 from me.
I went to 6 WWE shows, and none of them featured John Cena. Either he was injured or filming a movie, something happened, something came up, and just like my father, he was never there. I even bought floor seats to WrestleMania in 2020, and that was 100% in my mind going to be the night where I finally got to see John Cena.
Oh, man.
COVID happens, and the world shuts down. So if anything, maybe it was my fault.
It is your
fault. I
fault.
genuinely felt like I was cursed.
Bro, he's the reason why I had to stay at home for 2 months, bro. I never left the house for 2 months. When I think about that time, it's crazy. I'm really starting to regret not going to WrestleMania 31, considering I live just 20 minutes away from Levi Stadium. Mans, bro. I mean, to defend you a bit, the show wasn't that hype, I remember. It turned out to be good, though.
Me watching John Cena in person was never gonna happen, that there was a hex on me, that the universe simply said, nah bro, this ain't happening. But in 2021, that all changed. Thanks to my girlfriend who surprised me with tickets to SummerSlam for my birthday a month before this show, your boy finally got to see John Cena wrestle in person. When that music hit and he came out and he had a brand new shirt on, I was jumping for joy. I remember telling my girl, oh
NFT.
shit, he has a new shirt. He might actually win the championship. Yeah, that did not happen. He didn't, but just being there and finally watching my GOAT made this night for me. And that's why even though SummerSlam wasn't anything special and on paper,
that was a good match.
2023 was better. You can say the takeover I went to was better. I got to see my boy John Cena. It was a second pay-per-view after the COVID shutdown. My first time traveling after COVID. Edge made his entrance with the Brood music and he had a classic match with Seth. It's always going to be a special memory in my head. The John Cena Pav curse was over, plus the surprise, the tickets for my girl, plus it was in Vegas, aka I lost all my money and went broke for a bit. I was basically bum ass Corbin. You don't forget that. No regrets though. And it's time
random question. Is there a gambling epidemic in the U.S. right now? Like, bro, every week, and not every week, every day, I always hear someone a parlay. Freaking Draymond Green scores 2. Stuff's crazy right now, I'm not gonna lie.
For the final countdown, we're down to the final 5. At number 5 on the list, Raw from September 9th, 2013. 10 years ago, your boy went to his first ever wrestling show, and it pains me. It makes me so sad that I wasn't able to go to a show during the golden years of my childhood. But despite all that, being 14 years old and going to my first ever show, it's a memory that I still hold very close to my heart. I think everyone can relate. There is nothing that can match the feeling of walking into an arena for the first time and seeing the ring in the middle and seeing the stage and just taking it all in. After years of watching on TV and not going, it almost eventually feels like something that is never gonna happen. Especially when you're young, you kind of forget about it. But when you finally get there, as cheesy as it might sound, it's something that truly takes your breath away. Not only was it my first show, this was during peak Daniel Bryan era, where that man was basically a god, where he was the focus of the entire show and the only thing that mattered. Edge was featured on this show, and even though I knew he wasn't going to wrestle due to his neck injury, it was still so fun to see him, even if he was just going to come out to talk. It's okay, Pav, just wait a few years and you're going to get more than enough Edge matches.
That's crazy.
This was a night where I saw Goldust come back and wrestle Randy Orton in a really fun match. I
Good
saw
match.
RVD wrestle, and I'm just happy that I'm lucky enough to say when Daniel Bryan took over the wrestling business for a solid 10 months, I was there for the movement, I was there for the cause, and I was there chanting yes, yes, yes. To everyone else, this was just a random ass Raw from 2013, but to me, this was it, man. This was my first ever wrestling show. Number 4.
Parlay's going crazy this year. Nah, they're wild. I swear, like recently, the last year, it's gotten even more crazier than I've ever seen. Everyone's yelling on the apps. They're like the refs. They're like NBA scripted. Freaking, nah, it's been crazy recently, I swear. It's almost sad. These betting apps are running wild. DraftKings, freaking Stake. People are gambling. It's crazy. And they be like, oh, you lost all your money. That's why you're hating on this. Like, bro, I ain't touching no bet. Freaking relied on Luka Doncic to score 60 or something. It's giving more credence to people that say sports is rigged. Now, recently there's been some sus calls. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's been some sus calls in the NBA recently. Stuff's been strange.
4. Let's drop a bomb on him. AEW.
You're better off betting on Draymond to get ejected. At this point, it's a I don't know betting odds. I don't even understand that stuff. It's a 6/1, I guess. I don't know.
Forbidden Door 2023. I think a lot of people might be surprised by this one. People always assume that I hate AEW because I rarely make videos about it, when in reality, I just don't have enough time to watch it often. But Forbidden Door was a
yeah, that's the thing with some people. They be thinking, oh, you hate AEW, this and that. Nah, bro. Nah, that's not the case. AEW is my favorite promotion in 2021. I thought it was a bit better in 22 compared to WWE. It's just, it doesn't hit as much, and I only do the pay-per-view videos. UFC referees are definitely paid. Bro, who was it? The Brazilian guy, Johnny, I forgot his name. He was dizzy a bit, but he wasn't knocked out. The ref asks him a question. He's like, where am I? The desert, as in Abu Dhabi. You know, the desert. And he calls a freaking draw. It was so stupid.
Blast to witness. First things first, me and my boys were gone during the show. We were on a different planet, so that instantly made this show 10 times better. Not only did we see CM Punk wrestle, Sting wrestle, Bryan Danielson come out to the final countdown, that alone is worth the ticket price. But Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay put on the greatest match I've ever seen live. This is realistically the only 5-star match on any of the shows, but this match tore the house down. This match tore me down. This was an outer body experience. And I'm saying that as someone who is not too familiar with Will Ospreay. I'm a pretty casual Kenny Omega fan as well, but what these men did, yo, they should get the Medal of Honor. And when Kenny Omega basically hulked up in his home country where he was a heavy fan favorite, I get chills just thinking about it. This is a 5-star match in every way, any day, every day.
Facts.
And what else made this show special for me is, along with my friends, I took my little homie with me who was a little younger, and he's a pretty casual fan. He doesn't really watch wrestling anymore, and since he's younger than me, he grew up watching wrestling from the late 2000s up until the mid 2010s. And his favorite wrestler of all time is Dean Ambrose, aka Jon Moxley, and he never thought he would see Moxley live ever. But on this night he did, and his childhood dream came true, and he went nuts for when Moxley made his entrance. He went nuts when Moxley bled all over the place, and it was a special moment for him, and as a result, a special moment for me. Definitely one of the funnest shows I've ever been to. Oh, and did I forget, I saw Okada wrestle live. When I was like in high school, I used to stay up until 4 a.m., 5 a.m. to watch New Japan Wrestle Kingdom. I never in my wildest dreams thought I would see Okada wrestle in Toronto. But I did. Even
Such
though
as
I'm not
life.
the biggest New Japan fan, I am not the biggest AEW fan. What a special night this was.
Bro, he picked one of the best shows to go to, honestly. Like, bro, Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega. This match had been hyped up for a while, and it was Will Ospreay at his professional, physical, mental intelligence peak. I don't even know how to explain it. He was at his very best. He still is at his very best. He's at his prime right now. And you got to see freaking Okada and Danielson, a dream match. I stayed up till 5 a.m. I even got a picture of it. I look freaking dizzy and tired. I stayed up until 5 a.m. to watch that damn thing.
Number 3, SmackDown from August 18, 2023. A few minutes ago, I mentioned how I went to Raw in 2013, and it was cool seeing Edge come out to his hometown even though he wasn't going to wrestle. Well, almost exactly 10 years later, I found myself back in the same arena, now 24 years old, watching what ended up being Edge's final match in the WWE. This night was awesome. I don't remember anything else from this show, and you're probably like, Pav, how? It's only been 3 months. Let's just say that the bartenders at this arena really love me and my friends. But what I do remember is Edge coming out to one of the loudest pops I've ever heard and wrestling an amazing match against Sheamus. We were so invested, we cared so much, we were having the time of our lives, screaming, jumping for joy. Yeah, we were a lot of shots in, but if anything, that made it better. The whole arena was...
I smoke a lot of weed. Sorry if I pronounced it out. Shout out to you. Thank you for the $2 dono. Thank you once again. What's your ethnicity? Hi, I'm from North Hollywood, Cali. Shout out to California. Shout out to Hollywood. I'm Moroccan. I'm from Morocco. If you want to know what city, I'm from Tangier. That's what it's pronounced like. I'm from there. Yo, Wrestling Premiere, have you seen the new GTA 6 trailer? And what'd you think about it? I actually reacted to it on my live stream channel. I was hyped, bro. It was very impressive. It was nice. I'll give AEW props. They know how to put on great matches. Nah. That's facts. That's always facts. Like, there's no denying that.
Rocking, and Edge got the win, and I'm happy to say that I was there for Edge's last match in the WWE. If anything, it's ironic. I am the biggest Cena fanboy who has only been able to see Cena live twice, but I've been to so many Edge moments in the past 10 years, it is pretty wild. But hey, I'm
only
down.
one John
Despite
Cena
my
moment.
childhood drama, I know Edge is one of the GOATs. I love him. I respect him so much. He's from my city. I will always have a soft spot for him. So hey, I'm happy I was able to be on the ride. But yeah, this was one of the funnest nights of my life. Edge's last match, me and my boys tweaking, getting Denny's at 2 a.m., passing out at the Denny's. What a lifestyle.
I love the game, I love the song, but the game looks incredibly mid. Nah, bro. Yeah, wait. It's GTA. They never disappoint. I think they're just showing the beta stuff. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be one of the biggest games of all time. Again, it's GTA. They got things authentic, bro. I went to Miami a couple of months ago. Everything was in line. It looked so realistic. Freaking Miami, South Beach, Brickell. Everything looked so good.
But nah, SmackDown August 18, 2023. Edge's last match in the company was a movie. Made it 10 times better with my homies.
Alright, what's number 2?
Number 2 on the list, SummerSlam 2019. SummerSlam from 2019 is a show that I don't think many people even remember. If I told you to name 3 matches on this show, you would probably look at me like...
The Fiend versus Finn Balor, Kofi Kingston versus Randy Orton, Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens, and Seth Rollins versus Brock Lesnar, a.k.a. one of my favorite Seth Rollins performances, the performance where he turned the crowd around from booing him to cheering him. Now, I remember the show very well. I like it.
Like I asked you some next over Toronto 2019, which took place the night before this show, and how last minute I decided to go with my friend. See, that friend was someone who was a wrestling fan. But SummerSlam 2019 was a show that I went to with one of my best friends, who I eventually went to the WCW show with. But back in 2019, my friend hadn't watched wrestling in probably 9 years. And this was a friend that I was never going to ask to go to SummerSlam with me, because I knew for sure that he was going to say, hell no, I'm not going to go to any wrestling show. But on a whim, I randomly asked him, and next thing you know, there I was going to SummerSlam with someone who hadn't watched wrestling in almost a decade, someone who didn't know like 80% of the wrestlers, who low-key thought it was going to be whack, but just wanted to come along to have some drinks and just see how it was. But we walk in, and the first match was already going on. It was Natalya versus someone, and I remember my friend just seeing everyone chanting and going,
bro, he's like Natalya versus someone, not even Becky Lynch. You think we mentioned Becky Lynch? No, that's funny.
Crazy.
Because you'd expect the opposite, but because they're from Canada, you know.
And he just looks at me and says, This is pretty cool. And before you know it, he was just as invested as
I remember.
was. From watching the solid matches to chanting along to being hyped seeing Goldberg kill Dolph Ziggler,
Good
watching
moment.
Randy in person, seeing Brock Lesnar live and going through tables. He even saw the
The
debut
Fiend.
of The Fiend and he was super into
RIP.
it. He was out here recording his Instagram stories and all that. He thought The Fiend was the coolest wrestler on the roster. He was so into it, you would have thought he was the one who dragged me to the show. He was having the time of his life, and because of that, I was having the time of my life. So this show just always will hold a special place in my heart. I went
It's
to
a
a
nice
wrestling
show.
show with one of my best homies who I never thought would go with me, someone who hadn't watched wrestling in a decade, and we ended up having one of the funnest nights ever. Every match was 10 times better, everything was 10 times funnier, everything was 10 times more epic. It was just a great night. Oh, and the best part was, we went to Denny's after the show. An average SummerSlam for everyone else, but for me, one of my favorite memories. And here we...
I actually liked it, to be honest. Like, this SummerSlam, it had a good vibe about it. There was a lot of good things on the show. And I remember at the time, a lot of people were hating on WWE because it was bad. And it was, bro. 2 out of 3 Falls matches. But for this night, that Fiend debut, I'll never forget it. Most memorable thing to come out of that show. I remember, I watched it the day after. I remember watching it. And the one thing that stuck to me was that Fiend debut. It was kind of weird. I was like, what the hell is this? It was so bizarre. And he killed Finn Balor. It was just strange.
We are the #1 show that I've ever attended, to the surprise of absolutely no one.
WrestleMania
39. Despite the ending leaving me depressed, despite the ending making me question why I still watch wrestling, it doesn't get any better than this. My first ever...
Sorry. Ice Mocha, once again with a $1.99 donation. Thank you. Once again, shout out to you. Do a SVR season mode with an 80 overall or less. 80 overall, bro. I gotta play SVR 06 season mode for the video. I gotta dive into it.
For WrestleMania,
Once again, thank you for the
what
dono.
do I even have to say? From the matches to the moments, the entrances, being shook at how state-of-the-art SoFi was, just everything. This was always my dream. This is the dream of every wrestling fan. Yeah, at one point I just wanted to go to any wrestling show, but deep down, every wrestling fan's main dream is WrestleMania, and I was lucky enough to make it, and in reality, thanks to your support. I went with my girl, we had amazing seats, way better than I would have ever imagined having at WrestleMania, saw awesome matches, and yeah, it's WrestleMania, right? Like, it's always going to be my #1. It doesn't get bigger than this. It doesn't get better than this. This could have been the worst show on the list, but the fact that it was Mania and it was my first one, it's enough. It's no doubt #1. Rey vs. Dominic was one of the funnest matches I've ever seen live, and even though Cena got clapped in 10 minutes, at least I can say I saw Cena at WrestleMania. The Cody Rhodes entrance was generational. The whole match was...
Bro, that ending was the most infuriating. Bro, I was stunned. I remember. 1, 2, 3... Bro, Cody actually lost that thing. I couldn't believe it. The Bloodline has lost all steam as it carried WWE throughout the first half of this year. It did. I remember the Royal Rumble story. Everyone was hyped.
With Roman, despite the ending, is the most invested I've ever been in a wrestling match ever. And also, it was just kind of a celebration of how far I've come with the whole YouTube thing. I put in so many hours making wrestling content for the past few years, and I started off with 0 viewers and 0 subscribers, and then became successful enough with it that talking about wrestling took me to WrestleMania. It was a very feel-good moment, and it's something that I will cherish forever. Easily the #1 wrestling show I have ever attended, and probably always will be. Cody still should have won though. But there you have it, me ranking every wrestling show I have ever attended with a few funny stories thrown in there and some funny footage. And I've been
10 years time, you'll all look back on this huge Cody Roman angle with fondness. That's what always happens, bro.
Lucky enough to never really attend a truly bad show.
Nah, that'd be video.
If I ended up at like Backlash 2018 or something, I probably would have stopped watching wrestling. Thankfully though, I've been pretty blessed with my luck. Wow, that was a pretty long video. If you stuck through it and you're still here, I just want to say thank you. Shout out to you. Thank you for the support. In the comments down below though, let me know what is your favorite wrestling show you've ever attended, and also let me know what is the first wrestling show you ever attended. But yeah, those were my rankings, and like I said, this is not about what is the best show quality wise. I think everyone knows that. This was just all about my experience, how much fun I had, what I had the most memories of, just stuff like that. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Much different than what I usually do, but I love making videos like this. It's so much more personal, and I think you guys really get to know a different side of me. It's your boy Pav, aka Wrestling Ups, and this was me ranking every single wrestling show.
W video. Wait up. Remember this?
Rey Mysterio and The Undertaker's match from the May 28, 2010.
I remember this very well. This was the storyline right before The Undertaker went away. I think it was getting married or something like that. I don't remember. Let me know down below for my metrics. What do you mean by that? Catch you guys later. I think I'm gonna end stream real soon. You know, I gotta go.
Episode of SmackDown. Taker and Mysterio worked hard to have a good match, but the bout will be remembered for Mysterio landing bum first into the face of the dead man following a seated senton. The accident gave Taker a concussion, while also breaking both his nose and orbital bone.
His ass was supposed to hit me in the chest, but it hit me right in the face. It was a bony ass, and it was right over the bridge of my nose. And also, it broke my nose, and I got
Dislocation on EU. Hey, we'll see.
It also appeared to affect the finish of the match as the concussed Taker had trouble catching Mysterio for the tombstone. The WWE did their best to edit out the botched catch, but the post-match replay shows the Phenom struggling to get Ray up, something which wasn't shown in real time. The injuries Undertaker suffered in the match kept him out of action for the entire summer.
It did.
And to this day, I still have double vision. So I can look straight and I'm fine, but to look kind of like my peripheral vision, everything becomes opaque.
That's tough. Bro, I miss when Undertaker was a full-timer on SmackDown. You guys remember? He disappeared after WrestleMania for like a month, 2, maybe even 3. Then he comes in. Everything's chaotic. Bro, Undertaker full-timer, it was a vibe. It was so good. Well, what is the chat? Not chat, the comment. Man, this unironically ended Undertaker's full-time schedule with WWE. It kind of did, bro. It's kind of sad. Yeah, I think I'm going to end it. I got to go do some stuff. You know, SVR06 probably the next video. I'm pretty sure it is the next video. Other than that, Armageddon 07. I got 2 long videos coming. When I mean they're long, they're long. Watch 2K should be a live stream. I can't watch it. Sorry, bro. I'll do it next stream. Just remind me. It's because I gotta go do some stuff. The Rise and Fall of Versus the Real again. 07, 08, Undertaker was goated. He was. Facts. WWE should bring back the mixed match challenge. I actually enjoyed that series mixed tag action. Facts. Yeah, they should do it again. They used to have content on the network, but nowadays they just don't. I'm gonna go ahead, go to bed, bro. Peace. Yeah, me too. I'm gonna go to bed real soon though. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. You guys enjoyed. I just want to do something short, you know. Want to catch up with you guys a bit. I'll do a stream eventually in the next couple of weeks. We'll see, but yeah, I enjoyed this one. Hope you guys did as well. Okay. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Peace. I'm out.